iPipeline is a protection sourcing technology partner. SolutionBuilder is a multi-award winning protection sourcing system which makes it faster and easier for advisors to be able to get the protection cover they need for their clients. So what we do is we work with our clients, so we work with our advisors, networks, key accounts, and what we do is we look to grow their protection business with them, which makes them in turn much more profitable, but also helps get the protection that the clients need. So, and we do that in a number of ways. We look at diversifying their sales with the matrix functionality and the multi-benefit functionality. We'll also make it much faster to be able to compare the actual needs of the client, so looking at maybe a joint versus two singles straight away, looking at what potential loadings are going to be, so the client gets a real idea straight away what it's going to cost. So just improving their conversion and working with them to grow that business. So how it works with Curo is you have your protection requirements within the Curo system. That then feeds directly into SolutionBuilder. So you can play around with it, model it, get to the client's needs and benefits and get it into that budget. And then we go off to the providers and we show you all the available protection options that are there for that client, whether that's a multi-benefit, whether that's placing the income protection with a specialist. And then what we do is we pull all of that documentation back into Curo, all of that data back into Curo, and push that into your suitability letters. So it's a much faster and simpler way of being able to get to that requirement for your client. So what we've seen recently, and we've worked really closely with Swiss Re and their annual report, so we've given a lot of our data to them, and we've seen around 11% increase in protection, which isn't brilliant, but it is increasing. But we're seeing it increase in different ways. So the standard terms only increased by about 13%, but what we've seen is that critical illness is massively on the rise at 21%. And actually the rise of short-term income protection policies. So what we're seeing there is that this actually equates for over half of all income protection sold now is through a short-term policy, which shows you that there is a real appetite for that sort of shorter cover, more affordable cover. I think there's a lot of things that we've been doing ourselves. So we've looked at working with the Office of National Statistics, taking their data and actually showing people that it is likely to happen to you, unfortunately, but it is also affordable, and again, showing them all the options that are available to suit their budget. So we're looking at doing this in our mortgage and protection risk report, but we're also looking to extend that further. So we're looking at now rental risk reports, and how do IFAs and mortgage brokers alike, how do they develop relationships in order to get into these underserved segments. So for example, if you're a mortgage or an IFA broker and you work alongside an estate agency, actually we could help enable that referral service for you to be able to get into that rental market, which is ultimately where the industry needs to go. The message would be that it is our utter ethos is to make it easier and faster, and we're constantly developing new systems to be able to do that and actually work within the more complicated product landscape that we're seeing with different segmentations, personalisation, and how do we cope with that. So what we're doing at iPipeline is presenting that in a really easy format for you to be able to go ahead and make that protection sale.